Hello everyone and welcome to a new video from your Overwatch. I'm Eddie the Chump and today we'll be covering an idea that a fan tweeted to us. We thought it was great, so we asked him if we could cover it. He agreed, so here we are. The fan goes by Scotty X and he posted an idea for a new honor system for Overwatch, much like can be found in other games like League of Legends. The idea being to encourage positive feedback for players after a match. Now we all know, how should I put this, how confrontational the matchmaking environment can be. Well, Scotty X is trying to suggest a system that helps counteract that. So what this honor system consists of is a voting phase post-match, much like the cards that are already in place, but instead of performance-based metrics like hero damage or healing, they would be categories like best team player or biggest impact that members of your own team could vote for. If you were the player that received, say, the MVP honor or the morale booster honor, you would get some benefit, be it skins or currency or loot boxes themselves. The basic premise is to offer rewards for being a better teammate. Now this is an idea I can get behind, as I think if we're all honest with ourselves, ranked games aren't exactly the place to find friendly, talkative and supportive teamwork all of the time. In fact, some would say positive experiences with other players is actually rarer than bad ones. Now the only thing I would say is peer review is always subject to manipulation to a certain extent. Just because someone got voted MVP doesn't mean they actually were. And if people got the opportunity to exploit a system with rewards, my guess is they probably would. At least some portion of the player base would try anyway. However, I do think peer review systems have merit. Positive reinforcement of good behavior is better than what amounts to seemingly no consequences for bad behavior. The reporting feature in Overwatch is supposed to keep players in line with Blizzard's term of service, which covers a multitude of negative behavior. But that's quite different from a robust reputation system. Electing to report someone is an escalation of sorts, it's not a joke. But as players, we never see how many times another player has been reported. A reputation system, or an honor system if you prefer a uniquely positive version, would give players tangible consequences for their actions. Take Scotty X's example. If people are made accountable, or given the desire to be accountable and a good teammate through incentives, would that not motivate the vast majority of players to make the effort? Would the chance of losing out on rewards make you think twice before you launched into a tirade at your teammates? For a lot of people, it probably would. For myself, I have no issue with just an honor system. But what I really want is something more developed. I want a karma system like you find in the ESEA client. I want a persistent and accumulative peer review process. The reason for that is, anyone can have the red mist of toxicity descend upon them from time to time out of frustration. It's natural. Competitive environments are like that. We've all done it. However, the problem isn't people being toxic for just one game. It's people doing it repeatedly, and there's no way to know currently. Unless you check their record. Junkrat only, 100 hours, this guy's going to be the best teammate ever. I joke, but persistent systems like the Karma one from ESEA have actual punishments to go along with them. You're not punished for one moment of weakness. You're punished if accumulatively enough people give you negative review, which outside of mass manipulation is only the result of being a consistently bad teammate. Players can recover in this system too. It's not an Overwatch death sentence. If they improve their behavior, they can come back from a negative or bad karma rating into a positive one. The punishments in these systems start off small, like not being able to buy flashbangs or other utility in CS, to not being able to queue for a period of time, and that interval gets bigger every time you drop below a certain threshold, to being outright banned in the worst of cases. There's another dynamic you could implement too, although it may impact queue times. If you are able to make the karma system part of the matchmaking, you could theoretically improve the quality of the matches. The idea is, you match teams first by SR and then by karma, making sure players of the same reputation tier get to play with each other. Now obviously that could make the wait times for a game longer, which is a valid argument against doing that for some people. But personally I would much rather wait for a game with teammates I know are going to be cooperative than be thrown in with people with whom there's no guarantee they'll even be interested in playing properly. It's an interesting idea if nothing else. What I suggest is actually a mixture of the two, an honor karma system if you will. You know how you get competitive points for wins which you can buy gold camos with at the end of the season? Well, what about a system whereby you get different tiers of rewards based on your karma rating at the end of the season as well? A loot box for tier 1, 1,000 credits for tier 2 and a gold skin of your choice for tier 3. Now I can see that working a treat. The idea is we want more people to try and be better teammates in the long term. A karma system does that. When you add incentives in as well, that's the best of both worlds in my opinion. What's interesting is that the recent revision of League of Legends honor system has drawn criticism, but not for the reasons you might think. This article from PvP Live shows that people actually want more development for it, with additions like being able to positively review opponents being highly requested. There's also a call to be able to vote for more than one MVP a game, sometimes there's more than one. I think a similar thing is perfectly possible for Overwatch, and if the goal is to try and improve the quality of the matches, it's something I'm totally in support of. Let me know in the comments if you like the ideas presented in this video. I'm sure you guys will have plenty to say. Peer review always tends to divide a crowd, so I'll be really interested to read your guys' feedback. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to leave a rating. If you never want to miss one of our videos again, please click the bell icon next to the subscribe button on our channel to join the notification squad. You'll be in good company. And finally, please follow the Your Overwatch Twitter. It's where you can find updates about new videos and other cool stuff. I've been Eddie the Chump, and until next time.